Okay, folks, thanks. For more than a decade, I've focused my energies on writing about the Toronto waterfront through the lens of 4 communities in Toronto that are still connected to the lake and the natural world. So those communities are the Toronto Island in the center of the city, the lakeshore from Humber Bay over to Etobicoke Creek in the west, and in the east, the beach and the Scarborough Bluffs. And through the telling, what I hope has happened is that the story of the Toronto Shore has emerged as a singular entity. What have I learned through this process? I've learned many things, not the least of which is that the Toronto waterfront is an integrated whole, connected from ancient times, both geologically, archaeologically, and historically, from the Rouge River to Etobicoke Creek. I've learned that for more than 10,000 years, complex groups of people, plants, animals, and aquatic life have occupied this shore and the nearshore waters and the rivers and creek mouths that lead down to the water's edge. And that this unique and fragile ecosystem is inherently deserving of our protection. I've also learned the value of institutional memory. That people who live in the communities outlined in the book have historically acted as stewards of the waterfront and continue to do so in the present day. And I've also learned that oppositions to plans that would destroy the waterfront and those communities are most effectively pursued at the local level with direct citizen participation. And I tell those stories in the book. Organizations like Tonight is an example of that direct citizen participation. Make no mistake, folks, the introduction of jets at the island airport will bring airport expansion. And airport expansion is antithetical to the continuous, harmonious, and mixed-use waterfront that is developing downtown and in fact does exist in other areas of the city today. With expansion, serious risks to human health and the ability to use the waterfront come, and these issues affect to varying degrees all areas of the waterfront, whether you live in the Bluffs as I do, or the beach, or Mimico, or in fact downtown. So rather than just thinking about the viability of the jets and their impact on the waterfront, let's allow ourselves the luxury of asking the bigger question. What kind of waterfront do we want going forward into the 21st century? I, for one, would like to see a lakefront where the fabulous work of Waterfront Toronto continues, where all Torontonians, regardless of where they live, consider themselves inhabitants of a great waterfront city, and where we have a waterfront where we can live, work, and play at the water's edge. So rather than focusing on the convenience of hopping on a jet to the Caribbean or taking a streetcar to LA, let's go big. Let's create a waterfront where the world wants to come to us. And now that's an economic opportunity that the city of Toronto might find a little bit difficult to turn down. Thanks very much.